Hey everyone, welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is, again, another episode, episode 612. Got a special guest in the building. But yeah, it's just very nice to have Miss Binta join us today.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I know that we were supposed to have been doing this and stuff like that, but I mean, things happen when it's supposed to happen, so no complaints.
Yep.
Over here.
That's right.
So how about you give us a little few facts about yourself?
Well, of course, y'all know I'm born and raised here in Saginaw. I ended up moving when I was about 24, I think, 23, 24, in Louisville, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Stayed down there for about 12 years. Moved back here. I decided to move back here. And that journey was a journey, you know. So trying to start out a whole nother life and with kids and marriage and everything. So we did pretty good down that way.
Okay.
So and I loved it there, loved it. So once you move from somewhere like Saginaw, like small city, everybody know everybody, and you see different things that you're not used to seeing.
Oh, absolutely.
You want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So my sister, she said, why don't you just move down here? And I thought about it, and I caught the Greyhound down there for my other sister's wedding. Mm-hmm. So I still had my place, my apartment, and everything. So packed up, the kids' stuff, my stuff, and everything. But I only went with 6 pair of clothes. I left everything in Saginaw. Everything I started from scratch.
Okay, I see that you always been a risk taker.
That I am.
Yeah, because everybody can't just get up and go and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then the funniest thing, like when people get to know me for the first time, they be giving me all this insight, like, oh, you need to leave Saginaw, Will, and this and that, so your show can blow up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is, I left Saginaw 3 times. Like, where y'all been?
Right.
In which I talked about it and spoke about it, but you never want to just do stuff off the strength of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta feel it, and sometimes you gotta see it, because you gotta see that you can make it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And also be ready for that competition, because in the big city, it's more competition, it's more competitiveness, and to me, I feel like we get caught up in trying to match everybody else's expectations instead of having any of our own. So
that is very true.
So it just be very like a 50-50 chance. But to me, I feel like it's a 75 and 25% chance. Like, because that's how I always been, just being competitive and just telling everybody, like, you gotta want it for you instead of wanting it for everybody else and stuff like that. Because people will set you up for failure and stuff, and you really gotta know, like, your family and stuff like that. Because people love to underestimate family. Because family family don't be family nowadays.
Family ain't family.
No, hell no. But yeah, so when you got down there, like, what was like the plan? Pretty much, was it like a rebuilding stage, or was it like, okay, I need to figure myself out?
It was more so both. Like it was a lot of opportunity. Like they have all these different news like stations and everything, and they have like job books. The job books you can just pick up and you just read it and you be like, dang, you can do this job, not have a degree, but you can move up in this company. Versus me being back here in this small city in town where ain't no more plant jobs for real or nothing. And then you working for, like, at that time, I think minimum wage probably was maybe like what, $8 or something, $7.
Yep, $7.
I know when I first started working, I think I was at $6 and some change when I first started working, or maybe up in there. So I was like, well, me and the one I was with, he, we talked or whatever, and was like, yeah, we gonna end up staying, but we gonna go back home and get our stuff and everything. But that never happened. And then a lot of people don't know, like, I contemplated on, like, should I go back home? I called my mom, like, I don't think this is gonna work. And she was like, well, what are you coming back here for? What you gonna do here?
Right.
So I was like, well, she is right, you know what I'm saying? But as time went on, I think I had got homesick. And my sister kept telling me, like, well, they got this, this kind of help and that kind of help, like, in the community and everything. And a lot of people don't know that when I did go down there, and, like, that next month, I got married. And I got married while I was in the shelter. And I thought about that, and it plays back and forth in my mind and everything. And I'm like, I can sit here and got married with somebody else's clothes on, you know what I'm saying? And, so I was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I did that. But in that time, like, I came from a 2-parent household, so I knew what it was to have both parents in the house. So I'm like, well, if this gonna work, if we creating these, we having kids and everything, like, we need to set a foundation, like, go ahead and get married. $45, we starting out, we still young. You know what I'm saying? So we could do all these other things, have big things later in life. And I guess that's, that drawed us to be real close with each other. And, because we started from scratch. We had nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it worked. It worked. And then from there, it was like, as soon as we did that, it was like the sky was the limit. Like, all the good jobs, like, started happening or whatever. So we got real stable and everything. And our main thing was getting a roof over me and the kids' heads and everything. So we end up finding a place. We called ourselves trying to get Section 8. Well, we end up getting it, but he never turned the paper in. So you know how that stuff goes with it. So we had to do another whole little route or whatever. So found a place within the next week because we had money already. You know what I'm saying? So from there, I landed a good job working down there in the hospital. I moved around in the hospital for a little minute. I did school at work. I met some great people along the way that I still talk to right now to this day since I've been there. And we just living life. It took a little struggle, but we made it work and everything. So that's about it.
Yeah, I wanted to touch back on some things that you just said. Talking about you come from a 2-parent household. So how do you be feeling about these women that be trying to play like, oh, they don't need a man and I can do this all by myself and stuff like that? And we wasn't born to be alone.
Right.
And whether people like it or not, shoot, I need a woman. You know what I'm saying? I just be alone because, I haven't found the right one. But I'm not oblivious or disingenuous of saying that, oh, I don't need a woman. I can do this all by myself and stuff like that. And knowing a lot of times they capping, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing wrong with showing that you need help. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that. And I wish that it'd be more women like you coming out the woodworks, but like, girl, quit playing. I'm gonna get me a man and this and that. And also you were just talking about the struggle. Because people who move out of Saginaw, well, not everybody, but it's a huge majority of them make it seem like that they be having a blast, that they don't have no setbacks, that it's no struggle and this and that. You and me both know that it's a struggle and stuff like that. And whatever myth that people be living in nowadays, it humbles you because it's like you grow. You know what I'm saying? Because this is all, we come from. And then when you go to like the bigger stage, it just gives you a better perspective of things. So what was like the biggest perspective when you was down there? Like what was like the how can I say this? What was the outcome of it?
The outcome is well, I say you know, coming from the 2-parent household, well, it takes, you know, a lot of willpower. Seeing, you know, what you see in your parents, I believe that's what you will get, you know, when you grow up. Because if you see a lot of toxic, that child gonna grow up and think that it's okay to be that way with their partner, and that's the wrong way. I didn't grow up seeing that, you know. The farthest I can remember of anything dealing with my parents of something being toxic was one little argument because my dad couldn't find something that was on the shelf and he knocked everything over, you know, but it didn't blow out of proportion.
Yeah.
So, in my household, you know, back then, I still tell my kids the same thing, but back then it was what goes on in the household stays in the household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my friends and everything, they'd be all outside playing or whatever, or stopping by or whatever, but we couldn't go out there and be playing and this and that, but because we was in there really real deal studying. Like my dad be like, "You got homework?" And then we say no. You got some homework. He make us read, write, like anything. You know what I'm saying? So to keep our brains off the garbage that was out there in the streets. So with that being said, thanks, Laterica. Thanks, Ma. So with that being said, like, you know, when you got parents that you see them praying together and everything like that, you grow up doing the same things. And then my dad was military, so he was very stern and firm. He gonna wake up the whole house if he see one piece of paper on the floor. You hear me? I'm talking about we had to have it like it was spotless, you know. But of course, kids make, you know, mess here and there or whatever. But we already knew before we hit that bed, them dishes better be done, better be a paper on the floor, you know, all that stuff. So that plays a lot, you know, with children growing up. And then, the thing is, when I moved to a bigger city, my first thing that caught my eye was that Monday when everything opened up, all the business areas and everything. You seeing people on skateboards getting to work. You see people with suits on with briefcases and going to these high tall buildings and everything. And I'm like, the city moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You seeing people on the corner selling whatever. I don't care if they selling underwear on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that's supporting, you know, different things. You got people playing violins on the bridge. You know, people throwing a little change in there and everything. And I seen one person that was born with I don't know what it's called that he's born with, but he had like when your face bulge out real big.
Oh, okay.
And everything, but he was making so much money just by playing the guitar, you know. So, and nobody picked on him or nothing like that. It was really a different experience for me because I never seen none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Then, like the gas stations down there, you're not walking down there and seeing no bulletproof glass.
No. You
ain't seeing that.
Mm-mm.
So for me, when I actually went to the gas station, it was so crazy because I was like this. I said, "Damn, I don't even know where the fuck to pay at."
Oh hell no, because it's like, because at a gas station in a large city, because when I lived in Detroit, man, they were selling pizza, liquor, like real life food, like you know what I'm saying. So it was like
it was different.
Yeah, cultural difference.
Yeah.
And man, you ain't lying.
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy because I said, I told my homegirl because she stayed next door to me, and we still talk. She just called me yesterday too. So I said, I got in the car. I said, don't think I'm crazy, but I said, where you pay at, girl? This luxury ass, this luxury gas station. I don't know where to pay at. They got a whole buffet stand in here.
Yeah.
Where I come from, baby, I'm seeing bulletproof glass where I come from. So this is a whole nother type of environment for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Cause,
Yep.
Cause I could just recall like, cause I lived on 8 Mile and stuff like that. So when I was like walking home from work and stuff like that, it was a liquor store like across the street. Pretty much every check cashing place, it was like 5 of them on the same block and this and that. So it was just like a very great feeling because you just feel like you can conquer the world like once you get out of here and stuff. But it will always be home. But I just always explain to people who ain't never left, it's like you don't know who you are until you by yourself in a large city. And if you can survive that, you can survive this. This ain't nothing. This is, this cool, this home.
Yeah.
But this is like really prepare you for the grander stage and stuff. But you know what's crazy? A few years ago, I have found out that our siblings used to be friends. Our older siblings. Well, my older sister and your older siblings used to be friends. They knew me as me as a baby and shit. I was like, I did not know that.
Across the street.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how like after all that we meet each other back at the high and shit. And I didn't even know until your brother Marcus had ran into me at a house party years ago. He was like, no way, this is the same baby that used to follow you everywhere you went and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That was crazy though. But yeah, how everybody been doing though?
Everybody been good, doing the best that they can. Yeah, so far. So I'm grateful for that, And recently we had lost my older sister or whatever. That's the one that actually got me to stay down there. Like she got the family was like, come on, And that was, I think it was really good once she left, and got everybody else to tag along and come on too. Not even if they even stayed just to visit or whatever. It was somewhere to go, somewhere nice. So I liked it and everything.
So this was the first born or second born, third?
This was the second one, under Marcus.
Okay, so she pretty much raised you, like.
Yeah, she used to have me all the time. All the time, yeah, she did.
Yeah, and this and like on this show, I try to explain to people about losing like your oldest sibling, like because I lost my oldest brother. He was the matriarch and stuff like that, and I took that really hard. I still take it hard because it was like he was my pops, then my brother, and he used to always keep me in check, and I'm grateful for everything like he taught me, but it's just a whole lot of people are losing people.
It is. Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's why I be trying to just pressure people to like stay connected to your siblings, because you never know what can happen, and then when you lose them, it don't matter how old you are or where you at in life. You can be with a family, kids. It's gonna hurt you. It's going to affect you, because despite y'all relationship, the bond is sacred. That shit's strong.
Man,
so,
what? Yeah.
Cause I cried like a baby, like when that happened. But it's just the fact that you are like able to just talk about it, Cause I couldn't talk about it for years, and I still trying to make sense of everything.
Right.
Cause even though like the newfound success is good, it still will not be right, because my brother ain't here to enjoy it with me. My brother ain't. He ain't here because I want to glow, So I'm like, hey man, I just talked to motherfucking Scorpion, man. Like, I wanted to show my ass, but it just like ain't the same. So it's just, I just be trying to tell everybody like, because we just fool ourselves with money and having luxury things and material things. But it's just the little things that count as far as family and just knowing who you are and just doing what you love to do, because we settle. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just my question to you was, because, you've picked up cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Got the whole chef outfit and stuff like that. And so, what was that like? What was that journey started?
Um, I've been cooking. I never looked at it as doing a business. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew what the word was back then.
Yeah.
I started out braiding hair first.
Yeah.
So, and I was 10 years old, and I used to watch my older cousin Mona, and every time she would braid, I was just like, ooh, that looks something just neat. She had the parts nice and everything. So, I picked that up from her, and it was like anything that I could see somebody do, I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up just watching her, and I took down the technique, and I just started braiding people's hair and everything, and I had good clientele back then too. And I was like, dang, I used to have rubber bands, like, because I was never like running to the store with it or nothing like that. I was always saving my money, so I have just not money just in my drawer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So and I don't know why I never asked my parents like what is it called or whatever, but I'm like, I just want to own my own salon. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then after so long, my shoulders started hurting me real bad. So I was like, oh my God, like if I braid, my arm gets stuck. I couldn't do it. So my auntie, she told me one time, she said, you just gotta push through it. My hands hurt every day when I'm typing and everything. That stuck with me too. And she right now, she on here, Auntie Ann. She told me that, and it stuck with me. And so I pushed through trying to still braid and everything. So I did it for a few more years. But after that, I just couldn't do it no more. I just stopped. So then that's when I started having kids and everything. But so far as like cooking, I just was cooking. And what made me go into try to do a business with it is because I was taking care of this man. He was a billionaire, and he owned all the Thornton gas stations in over in Kentucky and in Indiana. And so he did not want. He only wanted us coming in there. So he said, can you please just come over here and cook for me? And everything. So I'm like, yeah. So I started doing that. But then his family, they would start asking me to cook and everything. So, and I would always tell them, yeah, because it was my job anyway. So I could earn a couple more dollars or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So then one day, his daughter, she ended up passing from COVID in 21. But she ended up calling me, and she said that they had like a family dinner, and she asked me to cook for them. So I did. She said, she sat me down. She talked to me about contracting. And at this time, I'm like, contracting. She just said the word, but I never put it into play. So as time went on, it always just was in my mind or whatever. And I'm like, well, I might as well just go to school, for cooking and everything. But I always design plates and stuff, like made it look pretty or whatever. And anybody that comes to my house, anybody that ever been to my house can tell you right now to this day, nobody is going to eat if I can't feed everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I do. Like, they know when you come to this house, you going to eat. It's going to be something that she's cooking, like, right, all the time. So that just stuck with me, and I said, I can turn this into a business, because a lot of people ask me all the time. Even when I was there in Kentucky, I used to cook for my job and everything. People ask me all the time, can you make this? Can you make that? And I was just like, yeah. Why don't you turn this to a business? I'm like, I wasn't even really into it, but I was like, whatever. So once they kept asking me on that every Friday, like, well, what's on the menu? Thursday, here I go. I'm on this side. I'm on B side. I'm on A side. I'm getting, man, my list started growing. It was getting too big for me. I said, I can't handle all this by myself. So everything that I did, I was doing by myself pretty much. Like, so far as cooking, I had my siblings. Yeah, of course, they was backing me up on stuff or whatever. But some of them was here, and then the ones that was there, they had their own thing going on too, whatever. So I'm like, I did not have the backup that I needed. So I said, well, I'll just go to school and finish learning like whatever I can learn and take it up a notch or whatever. So I'm into private chefing right now. So sometimes like I go down to Kentucky just to cook. You know.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how culinary school enhance your gifts?
Yeah, it is. It does. It does. It does.
Yeah.
So when I first chopped the potato the way they wanted me to chop it, I said, "This is so stupid."
Right, like, it was like, man, it's boring.
Yeah, it was just so crazy because I'm like, it's taking up too much of my time. And actually, I have to dice a potato. I have to dice it so small. You know how a hash look?
Yeah.
You know the potatoes that's in the hash?
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to hand dice those.
Oh, hell no.
So it gets down like that, yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, oh my God. So now I'm pretty good with it now as I had and went on or whatever once I got. But when I first started, I was like, oh, and it's challenging. I didn't think it was going to be that challenging like that. I thought it was going to be, I was going to go through there and like, woo, I'm done. Mm-hmm. But no. And I actually had to start over 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you going to humble a lot of people around here because they be thinking they can throw down. But yeah, I must say, like, when you made that Rotel nacho for me, I enjoyed every minute of that.
I appreciate
it.
Thank you.
Morsels, everything. Like, I was just going crazy. And I was getting my hair cut that day, too. So he was like, what the hell is in there? It was like my food. Yeah, I didn't share either. I ate all of it. I was just playing, but yeah, it's just like what I learned because I cook at my job and stuff like that, and even though I've been cooking since I was 15, it was a lot of stuff that I didn't know. There's a lot of stuff that I still don't know, but I just always enjoy cooking and always enjoy when someone tell me like, "Man, you did a great job and the food tastes good," and you just don't know how like a meal can just change someone's day or just fix someone's problems in that particular moment.
Right.
And just my question to you is like, you trying to build a restaurant or trying to have some franchises or?
Eventually, I'm working on that. At this right now, I am, but right now I'm just doing like private. I'm just private. You know what I'm saying? So, if anybody have like, special occasions or whatever, and I'm getting ready to branch out more. Here because most of my things is still there. You know what I'm saying? So, I was just, trying to just branch out and just show a little bit of what I do. And so once that happened, I'm actually getting ready to make different little flyers and everything. So like Valentine's Day coming and everything, just to build up my portfolio here, But look, I got my hands on so much different things right now. It's crazy, but and then once I'm officially with school, I'll be opening up my small bistro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So what's pretty much like a menu? Like, do you have any like entrees or appetizers? Like you just going as you go right now?
Yeah. Well, basically, I go off of my clients, whatever they liking. I go off of that. I haven't per se made me my own personal menu as of yet. Okay. Because a lot of people are allergic to different things, and it's just whatever they prefer. Like I, do entrees. I do all of it. you know, and so, I can just get a call and I be just cooking it.
Yeah, and like the
I
thing.
Just cook it.
Yeah, you heard her.
Just cooking it.
Yes, it's just like a amazing thing because the topic of this episode is God will kill a connection so the connection won't kill you. Exactly. And He will put people in your life that see something that you don't see at the moment, and then those people will make you see it in yourself. Right. And that's the beauty of having people who genuinely love you, people who genuinely care, because they see you operating in your purpose before you do.
Yeah, that's totally true.
And that's crazy, because I never thought I would be able to speak, because you know me, I was quiet.
I know.
People don't even believe me.
And you know, I used to talk to you all the time, like, oh hey, Will. And then he'd sit over there like this, he be just smiling. Damn, you gonna sneak back?
No, but it was crazy because I was just like a new student pretty much, because I didn't do all 4 years there. So I was still... No, I did 2 years at the Hill. And then I came to the high like in 11th grade.
Shut up. And I thought you was there the whole time.
Oh, hell no. Like the craziest part about that was I got kicked out of school like the first month or some change in the 11th grade. So I go back to school and they're like, oh, you don't go to school here no more. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't call me or email or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know how black mothers be and shit. My mom dropped me off at school that day. You know how black mothers is when they have to come get you. She's like, what the fuck you doing? I'm like, no, I ain't do nothing. I don't go here anymore. And she was like, what the fuck you mean you don't go here? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I had to explain to her.
Yeah.
Because at that time, they had quit allowing people who lived across the bridge to jump ship over to the, you know what I'm saying, to the Hill and this and that. So I had to go to the school that I lived close by, and I was on the south side at the time, so I had to go to the high, and everybody was calling me a traitor and stuff like that. Like, man, you did this shit on purpose, man. You just broke up the clique and shit. I'm like, no. So it was just like a whole lot of getting used to, because I ain't gonna lie, like the Hill, it wasn't.
It went the high.
No.
It went the high.
Hell no. Like it was really more. I would say it kind of like was rambunctious, but it was a good rambunctious because I was around my people. I could relate, you know what I'm saying? Because at the Hill, it was more like a multicultural park.
Yeah.
And shit.
Crush your legs, do some ballet.
But but yeah, it was good. You know what I'm saying? God don't make no mistakes, so he was just like, okay, you need to. Okay, you had fun over there, but I need you over here and stuff like that. And that was cool, you know what I'm saying? It's nice and great to graduate from the high, you know. I tell everybody that. You missed out if you didn't go.
Okay, you better know it missed out.
Damn, it just was one of those great experiences, but just to go from that to what I do now, and then just go back from how we first met. You know, we was like kids. You know, when we go back and think about shit, like damn, like so much time went by, and it just happened so fast.
Yeah, it definitely did. Like it definitely happened so fast, you know. So you know, when people say, shoot, soon as you graduate, you know you're not gonna see all your friends no more. You're gonna barely see this person and that person, and it's true. It's true. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, like I ain't really see nobody at the high school for real. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody started, you know, doing their own thing and branching off, and then I end up leaving early. You know what I'm saying? So. And then with me coming back to second, I said, damn, I don't know nobody no more. I don't even know nobody. Like, you go to the store, the restaurants and stuff, I'd be like, thank you for run into somebody. And I might have seen maybe like 3 people that I had actually knew. And it's like, I have to learn the city all over again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know.
It's crazy. That's how I feel now. Like, and that's great, cause shit, I don't want to see these niggas like that no more. But I want to know that they are alive and well. But
right. You want to hear some good things about people.
But yeah, it's just a lot of people who don't grow up, man. They get older, but they don't grow up. Like they still the same person. Like And I was bullied and shit like that, so I don't want to really be seeing everybody that I used to get into it with, or, but it's nice when I do run across people who did bully me, and we all grown now, they got families and stuff like that, and then they apologize to me and stuff, and they were like, hey, Will, man, you know, we was kids, we was young, and I was like, man, I ain't holding that, you know, I really forgot what you did, you know, but thank you, but it's just... Nowadays, it's just a lot of people dropping like, you know, like flies, and not just from murder, but from illness and sickness and depression, and just you just happy that y'all both on one accord. It's just trying to make something out yourself, because in this life, it's not about how many people you know, it's all how many people you impacted. With just what you do. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that whatever you decide to do as far as like your business adventures and stuff like that, like I just hope like it reach like the full elite, you know, of people and stuff like that. Hell yeah, like, cause shit, I'm doing it big. I want people that I know do it big, like, cause it's not enough of us out here, you know.
It's not.
And and then people get mad when I talk about the gatekeeping. Like, nobody gatekeeps black people like other black people.
Man, what? that is like the ultimate. That's why, you know, and I share it. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if I don't know you. I don't care what race you are. Like, nothing. If it's something that's positive and, you know, you're trying to reach something with yourself, I don't, like, all the time, I ain't got the money to buy this about it, but what's the click of a button? You know what I'm saying? You never know what next person gonna see this and then reach out to this person or whatever. Because that had happened to me, like, a lot of times. Like, when I get on there and I was like showing it, my phone was through the roof.
Yeah, because I shared one of your videos when you was actually cooking and prepping up and stuff.
And thank you for that too. I did.
Oh, no problem. You know.
But yeah, you know, and see, like with me, sometimes if I got some downtime or whatever, I'll be like, okay, this person was doing this, and then I see somebody say, well, they looking for something or whatever, so I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna drop their stuff or whatever in their DMs or in their little group or whatever they got going on platform to connect with or whatever. So, you know, I'm never jealous of nobody.
Yeah.
Never jealous of nobody. If somebody doing it, I don't care. If somebody doing it super big or whatever, and I always share my information. That's another thing that a lot of people I have noticed, that when they trying to get up in the industry, you're not gonna go nowhere if you trying to keep all the information to yourself. You know, this person trying to move this way, help them.
Yeah.
Why you just don't tell them? Help them, but you want to hold this information, baby. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it by being selfish.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
And that's the mindset. Just not just the city, but just the whole diaspora of us. Yeah. And it hurts when you genuine and stuff, and you got people who try to get close to you so they can like figure out your technique or figure out what you do and stuff like that. It's my gift.
Yeah.
But it's your hobby, but it's my gift. Like, you would never learn my gift. You know, that's the difference between it.
That's true. You know, that's very true.
It's
your gift.
And just you know, just celebrating 3 years of this. I really thank
everybody
you.
clap for Will. 3 years. He worked hard. I remember his first show, y'all.
It was
his first show.
Oh man, it was so bad, but I watched those episodes as a guide of, dang, I did not give up, because a lot of people would have quit. A lot of people would have just been like,
everybody.
Yeah, just everybody.
Everybody young. Hey, everybody.
But yeah, a lot of people would have gave up, because when I look at those old episodes, like, I didn't know what I wanted to talk about. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go. Right. But I just knew that it had to be done, because at that time we really didn't have no platforms here, or just anybody really showcasing our best and our brightest and stuff like that. Right. So I was just amazed just how many intellectual people that we have in this city.
Absolutely.
When we, majority of us glorify the bullshit and the negativity, when we have some talented, some smartest people around here.
Absolutely.
And I was just grateful. It's people that I still haven't met. It's people that I want to meet. And I can't wait, you know what I'm saying? Because now this really became like a addiction to me.
Yeah.
Because I go to sleep at night and then I come up with another idea or another history segment. It'd be crazy. I know you be having that happen too when you be trying to sleep and you be like, hey, I can cook this or I should make this. Yeah.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time. And my family know. From my sister them to my brothers to my cousins, whatever, they calling me. Guess where I'm at? In the kitchen.
Yeah.
Get in the kitchen. It got so bad I had to get a TV put in the kitchen.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's where I be at. Like once I get up, I'm up and that's where I'm at, in that kitchen. Yeah.
The funniest thing, I love to cook breakfast more than I love to cook dinner. I love breakfast. I love to cook breakfast.
You do?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like when I wake up, because sometimes, I'll be having like them 5 a.m. Like studying and stuff like that. So I get up like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes to just be ready to start my day. And I don't be having to work till 8, but I just be so like in tune, because that's how I was able to do all those episodes, because I wanted to like just double it up and stuff like that. So I would just get up, fix some coffee, get ready for the news, and then while the news is on and this and that, I'm over here reading Malcolm X, I'm over here reading about Medgar Evers, I'm over here reading about Black Wall Street and stuff like that, because that's how determined I was to really want to teach our history, our real history and stuff, because it's just so much that we don't know and that they kept from us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to really start to work on my Detroit Red series and stuff. Because his sister, they don't talk about his sister, but he has a big sister that he went to go live with in Boston.
Okay.
That's why he went to Boston.
Yeah.
So I've been finding all of these footage and archives and stuff like that, and just really about to just not just give people like the iconic person, but I want people to know him as a human being,
right? And
just realize like no matter who you are, it's all about where you're going and stuff like that. Because where you're going is going to pretty much just catapult you to what you was designed to be.
Exactly. But not to cut you off, but sometimes you have to watch who you have on the side on your shoulder too, because they could be a setback.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I do this all by myself. Like I do all this alone.
Listen, I started 2 business, 2 different things. I had a whole setback and I did not know it.
Oh, go ahead. Explain. Elaborate.
I had, with stuff started getting hectic and everything, and that's one of the reasons why I came back home. And anything that I would try to do, like, it was always a negative in that person's eyes.
Yeah.
So, and me being the woman that I am, I would always try to be submissive and everything, but I'm like, damn, well, I can't do this part of it, then I might as well just fall back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just try something different. So it kept me at a standstill. But all along, in my mind, I know what type of value I bring to the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I allowed this to happen for all these years, and which kept me at I was here with it. I was, and that's not good. You know what I'm saying? So as time goes on, you know what you ask God for.
Yeah.
You know.
Confirmation.
You know what you ask God for.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to elevate yourself and a person's not trying to elevate with you, not trying to go higher with you, it's time to dead it.
Yeah.
It's time to dead it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kept me at a standstill for all these years, and me not popping out to where I need to be, where I need to be at. You know, so you have to watch and pay attention to what people tell you and say to you, you know, because once a small word, you know, you can miss that.
Ooh, man, you ain't lying about that.
You miss it.
And this is why, like, I really be careful with who I have around me, because it's just really important that you have to believe in yourself so much to the point that nobody can disrupt your vision. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you have to cut off family. You got to cut off people you love. But this is not about y'all. It's about me, because I had held myself back so many years, and we don't get no remixes on life. This is it. So you always have to just have the reassurance of, okay, are you an asset or are you a liability? Because you can't grow around weeds. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what?
And it just, I'll be so disciplined into what I got going on. Everybody like, oh, my mama be questioning me like, are you dating anybody? Are you serious about somebody? Like, I'm married to my work. Like, like whoever comes along the way, it's gonna be very important for her to know that, look, I'm not no regular person. I'm a busy man. I'm a man of my purpose. And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying, chase you away or anything like that. But I just need to know we on the same page, because communication is key. And I just need to know whoever with me going to understand, like, it's going to be times that I'm going to have to say no. It's going to be times I'm like, okay, we need to stay home, or it's going to be times we going to have to save money. But just hear me out and just feel me out for a second. and then we, you know, once we get to the money, then, you know, it's going to be more yeses. But until then, I got to put me first.
Exactly.
So you're right about that.
And you do.
And I'm glad that you said that, because that's really important. Because, like, you should see it now, like, just these divorces just coming out the woodwork now. And people who wasn't there, and they marry people for, like, the wrong reasons and stuff. And as soon as they, like, fall off or shit like that, I don't know if you saw the dude with Joe Smith and his wife was a porn star. She had OnlyFans, and
I think so. I think I did see something like that.
Been embarrassing that man for the past 6 months. Yeah, it's just, and that's one thing I'm afraid of. You know, I'm really afraid of just starting something with someone and then might have a rough patch, or may have like a little fallout or something like that, and she may fold on me and humiliate me and stuff like that. Because it terrifies any man who's on the grind and who's hungry. You know what I'm saying? But you're right though. It's just all about the company you keep.
Yep, it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, that being said, like, you know, right now, people ask me, well, would you get married again and everything? At first I was like, hell no, I ain't never get married again. But I changed that mindset, because I will get married again if the opportunity was presented. You know what I'm saying? But you have to come with it. Like, no half stepping, and I'm checking everything. I'm checking every box this time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not saying that everything was a failure in the marriage, because it wasn't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And we had great days, like, all the way for a long time, for some years, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just a replay, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why he was saying this to me. Like I told you just one time, you know, when I was making these baskets and everything, and I sent a picture. The on the other end, oh, ain't nobody gonna buy them. Who says that to their wife? You know, but that's why I say you got to watch the words people say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was hurtful, but you know, I kept it moving, kept doing what I was doing. But if you have those type of things going on, and you really not paying attention to it, it's gonna keep you right where you at. So
yeah,
it's time to go and get that clarity from the Lord, so you can move around and go and elevate yourself. You know, so that's what I've been doing. I've been running ever since then. I've been running to some amazing people that's willing to, you know, friendship, jump on these different journeys together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I got my hands in different pots. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna miss my opportunity. I'm not missing it.
No, you can't.
I'm not missing it. Not this wagon.
Yeah, you know, like the funniest thing, like even before I had like started the show, it was like one of my coworkers. She was just talking about, oh, you want to do a show? You want to do a podcast and stuff like that? Like, no, nobody gonna watch that. Like, I bet you would quit like the first month. Like, you gonna give up. And this, now the look on her face when I do my shit now and
put her ass on here. Where's she at? Put her on here.
No, but she later gave me my props. She gave me my respect when she saw my Mortal Kombat interview and stuff like that. But the stuff that I do, it isn't just for me. It's for my family. It's for our city and stuff like that. Because I always tell these celebrities or anybody, big YouTubers with a huge audience about where I'm from. I'm never code switching and stuff like that.
Right.
I never really give no different location or make it seem like, oh, I'm from this place. But Saginaw will always be my home. But I just want people to understand something. Like, I have really had worked. Like, when I said earlier about I had many disappointments.
Right.
Which I did, because anybody that wants to come on the show, I would love to. You know what I'm saying? I actually, if you like an athlete or if you like an artist and this and that,
right.
I go back and listen to your music. I go back and watch your game film and stuff like that. But I can't make you do the interview.
Right.
I can't make you do nothing.
Right. You gotta want to do it.
Exactly.
You know.
And why not? Like, you know, hop on, because we can only assume who you are, but if you sit down and tell me who you are yourself, then that's the easy part.
Yeah.
Then there's some more assumptions. It is what it is.
It is.
And I'm grateful to have you come on and
Thank
stuff
you.
like that.
Yeah, and I'm glad to be here, you know, because I never thought that I'd be ever just, you know, doing this much, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the sky's the limit for me, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, I'm a risk taker, you know what I'm saying? And, I'm a risk taker.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just a part of my DNA. I ain't gonna say part of my DNA, but it might be something, I don't know. But, you know, I'm just living life. You want to get one life to live.
Yeah.
And make sure, I'm trying to make sure I do it to the fullest, you know. So I just been, you know, I just wrote a chapter in this book. And it's a women's project. The guy that's putting out the book, he wants to have all these misconceptions, you know, that's coming from a woman's standpoint. So it's like 19, 20 chapters or something like that. And I got a few people to feedback or whatever they want to write on the chapters and everything, and they are some good chapters. And I never thought that I'd be sitting here writing. You know, I haven't wrote anything since 8th grade or something, or maybe high school or something like that. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, you know what? I said, but it's bringing something else up out of me that I didn't even realize that I knew how to do, or realize that I was putting all these motions together, or these misconceptions of how men should treat women, or how just in general of people thinking. You know, I never put two and two together until I started writing on there. Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the book? If you mind talking about it, or you just want us to wait?
No, well, the book is about it's a book by Fareed Ray.
Okay.
I met him through TikTok, and right now he's currently he's incarcerated. He's in the penitentiary.
Okay.
And he's already got a clothing line. He got like a lot of things going on for himself in the penitentiary. You know, so he got a clothing line. He got the book. He got he run an organization and everything. So the book is about being in a dope game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what he in for. He ended up getting 20 years.
Damn.
And, yeah. So he have all these misconceptions that what he shouldn't have done. You know, had he knew better. It's not that he didn't know better, but he was just trying to, you know, make fast money like anybody else would be trying to make fast money.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So he's just saying like how he have his kids and everything. They look up to him. He got 2 in college. You know, one was actually locked up with him and just got out or whatever recently, and then he just want better for himself and then his children and the ones that come after the fact. And which I think is a good thing, because just because you are locked up in jail don't mean that you can't make moves or you cannot be this person, or I say basically like have a second chance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I am a risk taker, because I believe in, you know, just helping people. You know what I'm saying? So, because that book helped my son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, my thing was, okay, well, if he want to do a women's project, I could write on, he offered, I'll write on here too, you know? So, it's all about helping and networking.
Yeah.
Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I did it. I wrote on there and then about to be somewhere else. You just never know where it's going to take you to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And networking is like a superpower to me, because you just never know. Because I'm on my 11th celebrity, pretty much. And because the first one I met was Urban Mystic and everything like that. So just the anxiety was on 1,000 that night.
Yeah.
And then, because I was just like, man, please, man, I hope this is the real one, because I don't want to, because that was before he got his blue check mark. So it was just like the anticipation. And then the moment, like, he popped in on the screen, I was blown away. And after that, like, once you really get out the starstruck out of it and shit, like, you just like, okay, this the homie, you know, this bro, this sis, you know what I'm saying? I met a lot of people like that, but you just never know, because, like, their people is coming into you, and then your people coming to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the superpowers in all of this shit. Like,
it is.
And it's just, like, magical, because you did that and stuff.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, like, you gotta quit being scared to talk to people. Like, like, sell yourself. Like, who the fuck? Like, no wonder why you stuck in the same spot, because you don't know how to talk to people. You scared. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't done nothing no different from just a person who's trying to sell you a car or trying to fix your credit. They selling themselves to get you to gain their trust, so you can put their money into them.
Yep.
But it's no difference.
It's
like,
not.
we just have to quit being so fucking scary. Like,
I
know.
Like,
I stutter, or I'm broke, or I'm this. I'm like, look, people will help you because they love to help people who believe in themselves.
Exactly.
So you just gotta believe in yourself.
And that's what it was for me, by helping him, because he sent me 10 books, because his goal is to have his books in all 50 states for all the juveniles, right?
Yeah.
So I sent out these books and everything, and then everybody that I called was so like, send me the book, send me all whatever, you know, that's attached to it and everything. So I sent it, and this one, it was like, oh my gosh, she was like, where can we meet? I want to know more. And so I had a meeting. The meeting was, we ain't never said how long it was going to last or whatever, so we met up and whatever over coffee. And it just didn't work out for him, but it worked out for me too as well. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we went in there shaking hands and came out hugging, you know what I'm saying? So she stay in contact, stay in touch, and she had different little parties and everything she got going on. So I be, working with her on that end. And then I done met some people at the courthouse and everything. All up on this one person. You know what I'm saying? So I look at things as like, it was meant for me to do this, and keep moving forward with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care who's not backing me up. I don't care who's not, trying to help elevate me. I don't care. Because I know what that man up there is doing for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be a blessing to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I just take life for what it is. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. And God's time isn't our time. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how much time you want or kind of deadline that you're trying to meet, it's all his decision. He has the final say and this and that. So it's just all about just waiting your turn and just being patient. And that's how things work. It's just taking things slow. You know what I'm saying? You may be working hard or working fast, but it's all a slow process. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. But I was just... And just these humble beginnings and stuff. That's what I call it.
Yeah, for real, because I'm always humble. Like,
me too.
I swear, like I just be humble.
Shit. I don't know. My humbleness make people cry, like be pushing the air and shit. But no, I just really just all about just going through losing things and losing people, being betrayed, being backstabbed, sabotaged. Like, I made it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't allow that to define me.
Right.
And so many, and you just get older, you just see so many of our, like, elders, like, who still be stuck on shit that happened to them in the 70s and the 80s and shit.
I know. And why you said that, my thing was, for me, I'm glad that I didn't get stuck where I was at.
Yeah, you can't.
Because I went through that spell of almost drinking a lot.
Yeah.
I went through that spell. You know what I'm saying? So, if you, like, somebody come over or whatever, like, I'm lit. Baby, I was so up. And so, I'm glad and I'm thankful to God that it just did not take over me, because I could have been one of those ones that I let this situation get me to this point, and I just keep on drinking. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm glad it didn't get me like that. Because you have some people that just don't bounce back from being hurt.
No.
But I was strong enough to have a strong team behind me. And then I always heard when my dad said, I ain't raising no chumps. You know what I'm saying? He always just tell me his girls that like he treated us like boys and talked to us like boys. You know what I'm saying? So I have that mentality already. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna be sitting here drinking every day. You know what I'm saying? So I had to snap back into reality, and that's what it was for me. So once I did that, I got back on my grind, and it's up now. It's up.
Oh, no
Baby,
doubt.
I'm back.
That's for damn sure.
Okay. And, baby, I'm back.
And it's just really important, us as a community, to learn how to practice healthier coping mechanisms, because I fell victim to that. I fell victim to weed, a lot of women. I was wilding because I didn't have nothing to live for. And it was just like, I was just doing shit to the point, like, I didn't care if, like, her husband caught me or niggas caught me, baby daddy caught me. Like, I wanted somebody to take me out of my misery because I was so hurt and so damaged. But you got to have something to live for. Yeah. And I tell everybody that because, you have your children and stuff like that. And it took for my nephew to be born for me to wanted to get my shit together. Because my sister always had girls and shit. So when he came along, it was like, okay, he gonna need me. Let me get my shit together, because he was born in 2019 and stuff. So I really
Hey Terry, thank you.
slowly but surely started to just like ease my way out the bottle, because nothing happens overnight type shit.
Well, hold on, because mine did happen, I swear, like, hands down. I woke up and somebody came over my house or something like that, and you want to hit the bottom? Like,
Hell, you better than me, because even while I was doing the show, I still was like sipping, but it got to the point where like, I could do this shit sober. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then I stopped smoking. I stopped just doing all the crazy self-destructive shit. Yeah. And just really started to read, and that became like my substitute was books and just really like documentaries and stuff like that. That's why I can really just watch documentaries for hours and hours. Shit that a lot of us don't really do. Like I could just watch about why the Earth flat. I can watch that for like 3 hours or shit, 3 days straight.
Because your mind is there and you are so in tune to your network and what you want to do. It's like you can just taste it on your tongue. You want it so bad you can taste it on your tongue, like literally taste it on your tongue. Yeah. So and that's what I do. You know, with my studies and my laptop, with my notes. I'm in the bed. I'm on the bed. My siblings calling. I'm busy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I falling asleep. I'm talking like with bags under my eyes. I can't stay woke trying to write. You know what I'm saying? But this is my downtime. This is how I learn. This is how I educate myself, my self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the best knowledge because you can go off of what somebody's telling you all day long. Yeah. But where's this proof at? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm trying to enter a certain business and I'm interested in it, you know, I got to go dig and see what's going on because you telling me half information, but what about this part of the information? So now I got to go and look for it myself so I can get my own clarity on it and how to move this way and how to move that way. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody can tell you some bull crap and you just running with it. Yeah,
they could just go by an assumption, but you know what you wake up to every day, what you go through every day, and then when you go to bed every day, like you know who you are, what you deal with, and this and that. People can only make assumptions. They can only know what they see or what they heard or what they can just guess. But nobody really knows you but you and God and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's just really important for people to, you know, just to find their niche or find their gift and just express it and share it with the world and stuff like that. That's what I do, and I'm grateful. Because that old person, I'm not going back to that old person. And y'all better get used to this new person because this new person finna show the fuck out.
Okay, like, you better.
And I ain't holding back. I ain't holding back.
Yeah, and don't hold back.
Hell no.
There's no reason to hold back. Yeah. Yeah.
It just. Yeah. And do you ever. Because I want to ask the question to everybody and get their perspective. So, you know, like in the Bible and stuff like that, like when Moses went to go talk to God and stuff like that, and he came to him as a bush, a lot of people don't know that God was using his voice to speak to him. Because he didn't want to talk to him in his own voice because it would have terrified him. And stuff like that, because that's the power of God and stuff like that. But he was just, you know, telling him, like, look, like you may have escaped, right? But you got to go back and do what you was born to do, what I created you to be, right? And stuff. So my question to you is that, did you ever have that revelation to yourself or with God and just say, like, look, you got to go back to being the Binta that I created you to be? Yeah. Like, would you like describe it in your own way?
I would say like to that, you know, I always knew within because I always had confidence in myself. So I always knew within me But as time went on, I never was alone by myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there was no, I knew what I had, but there was no, I would say, because I always had somebody, either my kids depending on me, husband depending on me. You know what I'm saying? So it was never a me by myself, like me finding me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So after the fact of me being alone, you know, I turned into something that I wasn't. But it's not like I didn't know better, because I knew better. But it was like me finding my way back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I found my way back. Well, finding my way back. And it's a way better version. I was sitting back like, dang, you didn't even have to take all that. But maybe you did have to take all that.
Yeah.
So I can get that better version of myself. You know what I'm saying? So once I get that better version, baby, you can't tell me, you can't tell me what. You know what I'm saying? And and I ain't gonna say, you know, when people say, don't think you all that or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm all that, because y'all don't know what I had to go through. Exactly. Y'all don't know what's going through my mind. You know, not in a perspective as, oh, I want to deal with this person because I think I'm all that. Like, no, me mentally, yeah, I think I'm the shit. I think I'm all that. Yeah. Because of what I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So, and I tell anybody that you better think you all that. Because if you don't, who else? Who else would think you that?
Right.
If you ain't got that confidence in yourself, you gonna sit there and tell me you don't think you want it, or you can't do this. You know you can do, you just don't want to do it. Or you know, that's another thing of what I tell you. I goes back to what my dad used to tell me and my siblings. Mm-hmm. He said he tell us we're beautiful all the time and everything. I'm telling you this now because you would never need a validation from a man. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no man gotta tell me how I look. I don't care if I walk around for 4 months with the same jogging pants on, and you come to me and you tell me I look a mess. I'm gonna look at you like, shit, your mama look a mess. Baby, because right now I'm sitting back, I feel good, or whatever, so you ain't telling me nothing. So that was never, you know what I'm saying, that was never a problem, but I had to find my way back, though. So yeah, I think I'm the shit. Shit.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. And finding yourself is just such a blessing, because even when I found myself back, mm-hmm. it was the person before the trauma that still exists, mm-hmm. but it's also a rebirth of a person that now exists. Right. And this person I embrace, I love, mm-hmm. and shit, I'm excited for everybody to get to see the results. Yes. Because when people leave you for dead, yes. and then when you wake up and you realize, like, okay, give me a damn high five. If they don't understand it, they don't get it. They don't get it, man. They don't. And I really believe the ones that don't be believing that, y'all ain't really done been through nothing. No. Because if you had been through something, you would feel this person with. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Talk your shit. Yeah, because it ain't no hate. It's all about celebratory. I'm celebrating me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody else that's doing something. Yeah. And it's because I ain't trying to get to the top, because it's lonely at the top. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to get to my definition of the top. Yeah. And that's just making sure that my family's straight. Yeah. That my mama, before she died, get the chance to live a life of luxury. Mm-hmm. I want to take my mama shopping to like one of the luxurious stores in Beverly Hills, and walk on the I want my own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and shit like that, or just get awards and just really like experience like the American dream, because this has really been the American nightmare, and we promote the wrong shit in our community, and we think that's normal because we was told that. We was told that, you know what I'm saying, just by the programming, and it's not a competition, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's not, because what you competing for?
Shit.
It's crazy. I don't understand that. That's one thing I have never done. Like, I never try to compete unless we racing in the actual race, like, you know, running track wise. That's competing.
Oh hell yeah! And
it's money out here for everybody.
And it's just like, my thing is, it's always going to be me versus me, just like it's going to be you versus you. But it just, I always had this thing like being number one, because ain't nobody remember number 3, number 2. They always remember number 1. They don't never remember the people who came second or third place. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's just always going for just like a pig who been in the mud all day or been running around. But that pig still gonna be on somebody bun or be on somebody slices of bread or this and that. They ain't gonna think how many times this pig had rolled over in the damn mud. They still gonna eat their bacon or eat their hot dog and shit like that. You know, but we just have to understand that we gotta cheer for the right people. We gotta love the right people and support the right people. We can't keep on allowing the people who don't care about like the community and the youth and stuff like that. Because I want to bring someday like what we used to have as kids, like a family affair and Gus Macker tournaments and this and that, a boys and girls club. Me and my homeboy was talking about that earlier. We was like, man, we gotta have a boys and girls club. We gotta have
something, like,
for real. And that's what I'm on. You know,
and I'm down for what the help volunteer do what I gotta do. You know, and you know, because these kids need something. They need something. They need something, because I'll tell you, when my kids came back here, you know, we used to come visiting and stuff, but them actually living here, they was like, well, what is this?
Big disappointment.
They're like, it ain't even nothing. We can't even do this. We can't do that. I'm like, there's nothing for y'all to do. Like, nothing.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate, because you don't know what you have until it's gone, and we had a blast, us 80s kids, 90s kids, you know what I'm saying? But we had a blast, and it could still happen like that. But I just feel like, you know, people who talking about they getting all this money and shit like that, you know, okay, well, let's put our dollars together and just, you know what I'm saying, create something. You know, I don't care if it's like a weekend, at least we did it. You know what I'm saying? By our own submission. Quit looking for all these you know what I'm saying, office officials and all these people to give us like clearancy to do something for our blocks and our communities. Like, we can do that ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? All it takes is to unite and have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Have a block party or something where no one gets shot and nobody fight. Just all of us be in unison.
I know. And another thing was, why you saying that? Because, you know, see, I heard about Juneteenth when I kind of first moved down to Kentucky, right? So they throw this big little bash and everything in Paducah, and so I was like, well, I said I want to go and blah blah blah. So I never went to the little festival, but it was different things that was going on around that time. So I was like, well, now that I'm here, I said, well, you know, my family, we all got kids and everything like that. So I said, well, I'll just put together a fashion show. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's in my backyard. You know what I'm saying? So just so they can have something to do and look forward to doing something. Because it's literally like, and I got teenagers, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, 12, 13. You know, so that needs something to do. You know what I'm saying? So only thing these kids can do is run to the streets. That's it. So they picking up habits and everything like that, like, because there's nothing for them to do. So what else they gonna do? You know?
And it's scary, because these kids nowadays, man, I'm scared as hell about my fucking business.
Look, for real, on everything.
You know, you just can't. You don't know what you gonna get into. For real, like, and it's such a shame, because it's like, I be seeing them just being like very disrespectful out here and stuff like that. I be wanting like, hey man, you know, don't
like how it used to be back in the day. You could say that.
Shit,
you been out here, open up your mouth, say that too. Get popped if you want to.
Give me your wallet. I'm like, hey bro, man, take it, bro.
Get popped if you want to.
No, but I just be trying to be like, cause you know we're OGs now. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to like, you know what I'm saying? If I see somebody who like just on the wrong path or just conducting themselves all wrong, and I just be wanting to tell them like, hey man, you know, hey, you need to conduct yourself like this, like you know, there's women around here, and I shit, you don't know what the fuck you gonna run into. Like this kid probably on his 5th felony right now, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be really cautious.
And that's real. I went up to that middle school and the little dude had a probation officer. I was like.
Man, I wasn't even thinking about that shit.
Man, what? I
was being a kid, playing video games and watching anime. I was really a nerd geek back in them days, but I wasn't trying to be no outlaw. Like it's hard enough being a black man or a black woman. Like it's hard. Like, and I don't know what people perception be like, because I be wondering if people know if they like. You know, if they know like white supremacy, like if they know certain things, like how to because I know we know because you know it's survival, but it's just the stuff that be coming out of people's mouths and just you know worrying about just this money thing and just stunting and flexing and shit like that. But being black, it's you know just like you said with Juneteenth, like, I have no problem with that, but we be using the wrong flag for that event when we supposed to be using the U.S. flag because that's our flag. This is our land. This is our country. A lot of people don't know that, but they associate that with Africa, which I have no problem with Africa. You know what I'm saying? That's our, pretty much our cousins and stuff like that. But I'm a black American and stuff, and I be telling everybody that what y'all was taught in these schools and stuff like that didn't happen like that. Right. You know, they told us that we all were slaves and we all wasn't slaves. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us own slaves. You know, and I just wish that the truth come out and that we just us as the adults are able to really like, you know, educate ourselves so we can educate our children because they going into these schools and going into these classes and teaching them what's in the book and all of this stuff was a way to keep us down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was made for that. That's why they always said put something in the book because you already know.
Exactly.
Who ain't gonna read it? Us.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So now. You know, I'm reading more than ever now. Like I done learned so much stuff. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind, and it makes me mad because you know they try to keep reading from us. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me mad. And I'll be like, only thing you have to do is read.
Yeah.
And you will find all the answers that you need.
Exactly, and that's why I was able to do all my history segments because I actually did the research, and I just I just hate when niggas who don't read be trying to tell me like, oh, you think you know everything? And I'm like, yeah, because I can read it and I can find it for you, but you're still going to like be in the debate mode for it because. You want to control a particular narrative, but it's just my job because we've been listening to like our counterparts because they may have degrees, they may be educated, but you know you don't need no damn degree to be educated. Like you just need the initiative, you need the time. Yeah. And I put a lot of time into these segments and stuff like that because I'm passionate about that because when you know your past, you know your future, and it makes you appreciate where you at now. Because a lot of people didn't make it to our ages.
I know. And it's like that too, because I be like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, all these people that just, you know, that's leaving here and everything, and it makes you be, I know it makes me think, like, damn, am I next or something? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and that ran across my mind too. I'm like, because, hell, I ain't done on this earth yet. So hold on, let me, you know, let me get some great grands. You know, then Lord, please, then call me then. I ain't gonna say please, but however long that, you know, he allowed me to last here, you know what I'm saying, I'd be forever grateful, because at least I know I did as much as I could do to either instill knowledge and wisdom in my kids, because that's what I was taught. I was already taught that, you know what I'm saying? So it's up to me to keep it going, so they can only do the same. They can do the same thing with theirs. You know what I mean? So I be praying for, you know, everybody. You know, even the ones that don't like me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who they are, but you know, you have those little hidden agendas, people or whatever. But still, baby, I'm praying for you.
Yeah, I'm praying for you while you praying on me, but we praying.
Yeah, you know. So I'm gonna keep it moving. You know, so yeah.
It's just the greatest thing that these cell phones do, because we always hear about the bad that these cell phones bring out, but the greatest thing about it is showcasing who we are. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people wasn't fortunate to have a recording, voice recording of themselves. It was like they just was here, then they poop, they gone. But you know, with your videos and stuff, I hope you make more reels, and I hope you do that more.
I am.
You know, you need to get out that comfort zone and stuff like that. You know, really create commentary, you know, build your fan base and stuff. Right. Because it's not hard to build a fan base. You know, you just never know, like, because I got people watching me from Jamaica and, England and South Africa and stuff like that. So you should never know, like, who watching you. So that's the beauty of it. You never know. But just the fact, like, I sit here every week and just talk to people and stuff like that. You know, I may not catch the same current ones, but I may catch a new face. Right. And be like, hey, who this guy? You know what I'm saying? He may got some shit he talking about. You know, he sound interesting and stuff. The title, okay. Right. And then they subscribe, and then they come back, and they tell their friends, and they tell their friends.
Exactly. That's how it goes. That's how the game goes. Network. It's all about the network. It's all about the network. I'm telling you,
But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you hostage much longer, because your phone been blowing up and shit. But yeah, it was a pleasure of talking to you this evening, you know, and would you be able to come back and do a follow-up?
I sure will.
Yeah, we gonna make you, like, give you some time and stuff like that, but yeah, I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
all of this.
I did too, thank you. And I will be having, I'll be throwing some stuff your way, and then I'll be having, you know, some things coming up in February. So, you know, that's when I'm popping out. So y'all be on the lookout for me. Be on the lookout for me, girl.
Okay, guys, we gonna wrap this up, and just wanted to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Make sure that y'all keep up with Miss Binta and stuff like that, and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel as well.
Subscribe. It's just a push. Y'all share everything else. Just push the button.
Yeah, hit that bell for future notifications. And we out. Have a good evening. Peace.